Good day everybody, my name is Jan Conlon, this is Frans Trom, and we'll be presenting Filamentous to you today. This is the business plan for a filament extrusion company, or the endeavor that we'll be taking.
What is what we want to start? It is a 3D printing filament extrusion company that specializes in manufacturing high quality 3D printing filaments such as PLA and ABS, which is commonly used in household 3D printers as well as in business and industry.
There are 5 major problems when it comes to South African filament or 3D printing filament. Firstly, most of our filament is imported from China, and this can take quite a lot of time to import with shipping methods. This causes a lot of frustration for clients as they need to print parts for themselves or for the company, and there's almost never stock. When it's run out, it takes a long time for the stock to come back. The pricing also becomes quite high as it's in high demand, and there's actually no way to really contact the manufacturer to tell them that their filament is not up to standard or it's inconsistent. Thus, you just have to make do with what you've got.
The solution for this is setting up a filament extrusion plant right here in Cape Town to manufacture quality products which will be distributed through an online store as well as a on-site store. It's like a factory shop, and we will supply our customers at a competitive price.
So this will be the essential product, or essentially it will be the product that we'll be supplying to our customers, which is a proudly South African manufactured product. We'll be one of the first companies to locally manufacture and supply filament, and we'll also ensure that the quality is extremely good, or from the raw material until the produced product. And then we'll keep in close contact with our clients or our customers to ensure that their feedback is heard, so that we can constantly improve the product.
To get your hands on our filament, you first of all have to either come in store at our factory and talk with one of the administrative staff, or you can access our online store via www.filamentus.co.za, where we offer services such as same-day couriers to get your filament the very next day, as well as a quick payment system such as Yoco and PayFast. And for any queries, you can also via the site call the office or send an email via the help desk.
So there will be 3 major markets that we'll be focusing on. Firstly, the business market, which businesses that produce parts for other companies, or that they make or use quite a lot of filament, or if businesses use small printers to print concepts, etc. Secondly, will be schools, where schools are teaching students and learners these days of the newest technology out there. And thirdly, hobbyists at home who are busy with their own projects. This will make up a revenue of about 6 million per year.
And through our marketing research, we sent out a form asking a few questions, and one of them was, would they like to see South African filament production grow? And it has been a success, and we have concluded that most of the people locally want filament to be produced.
We also asked them what type of filament they are using at the moment, and then we took those results, which you can see on the slide, and we divided them up into either Chinese manufactured or South African manufactured filament. You will see on the pie chart that 68% of all filaments being used in the 3D printing community in South Africa is mainly the Chinese filament, and only 32% of the filament used in South Africa is manufactured by South Africa.
And comparing our local services to that of China's, we can try to assure quality products to our clients with much faster feedback that will be used to improve our manufacturing processes, which will lead to a greatly reduced lead time, and customer requests like certain colors or certain material qualities can be much greatly done here as compared to China, where it is also often very expensive, or the shipping costs and shipping time can often off-put such a decision. And there's no way to communicate with China about the quality of their product, and it is often very inconsistent.
So there's 3 phases in our growth strategy. And the first stage will be focusing mainly on the setup, which is getting the system running, delivering a premium quality product, and keeping the costs low. Also marketing excessively in the 3D printing community. Second phase will be improving on that, which means improving the service delivery, improving marketing strategies, optimizing the production line to make more filament, and streamline the sales process. The third phase to this would be in the third year. This would be to expand production line, grow the staff. This would be to be able to produce more filament and do more marketing, and then to continue to refine the product from the client's wishes. So if the client says that it needs to be better quality, we'll do our utmost best to improve on that. Then after that, we'll just keep improving the sales or the experience that the client is having when he's buying filament from us.
And predicting our financial success, we took a three-year prediction where we start off with a company revenue of 5 million rand and a gross revenue in 2022 at the end of 2022 at 1.3 million rand, with a 12% increase each year up to 2024's 6.2 million company revenue and a 1.8 million rand gross revenue, by which time we aim to pay back the bank loan needed to start up this business.
To further talk about the financials, you can see on the slide here all 3 years that we aim to pay the loan back. You'll see that the net sales will be about 5 million. The cost of revenue we deducted from that, and then basic expenses like salaries or employee expenses and selling and general administrative costs, which then at the end of the day, the net profit after tax would be about 1.3 million in the first year, and in the third year, hopefully with a 12% increase in revenue, would end up to be 1.8 million.
The initial team will consist of Ian and I being the CEO of the company, and the rest of the employees will be split up into administrative and sales staff, and as well as technicians to make sure the extrusion equipment and production line keeps running smoothly.
Funding for this endeavor would be, we mainly aim to get a bank loan as we are able to pay it back. The funding that we need for the startup would be 5.23 million rand.
In summary, 3D printing is fastly becoming a mainstream manufacturing process, and to keep up with the demand of the 3D printing, filaments needs to be produced and used to print all these parts. And by this is aided by a very fastly growing market and much more 3D printing equipment being bought every year.
Producing this filament, we also have the capability of producing the various types, so it's quite flexible. There's different market strategies that can be implemented and we will be implementing to ensure that the sales will be consistent. The initial finances for this business will hopefully be be provided by the bank or any investors who would be interested. And yes, then we can finally go ahead with this business. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Hopefully.